Last week I talked about the billionaire mindset from the financial point of view, and I touched on a lot of key points, so you definitely want to check that out, but after you finish watching this one, right? Okay, I'm going to expound on one of those key things that I believe keep people in their financial cycle, and that's debt. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about when you should borrow debt, when you should absolutely stay away from it, and how you can leverage it to become a billionaire. See you in the video. So for those of you who don't know me, I'm Khrista with Khrista Speaks. I am a bookkeeper, owner of Amoresolbookkeeping, which is a virtual firm based in New York. I'm a certified pro advisor in QuickBooks Online. So if you do need a bookkeeper or you know of anyone who does, please check the link in my description for my pro advisor profile. You can review. If it's a mutual fit, go ahead, send me an email and let's set up a free consultation. Before I get into the video, subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I post. Why am I even qualified to talk about debt? Well, I grew up in a household where bad debt was like rice and peas on Sundays, and if debt was normalized in my household. And so I grew up with the idea that debt is always bad. It's going to always keep you trapped. It's going to always keep you being a slave to the man, which is true if you don't use it correctly. But there are ways that you can really use it to leverage. And the things that I have been constantly doing is just really following up with a lot of billionaires, conversating with a few that I know, seeing what their habits are, and trying to replicate them into my own life to see if that works for me. Because we all know everybody's journey is different, but there are some things that really do work, and there's no point in recreating the real, right? So that's why I want to talk about it. So I'm going to be talking about the only 3 reasons why I think anybody should borrow it. And even if it's a personal debt, you should only be borrowing it for these 3 reasons. And I know there are other emergencies that do arise, and there are things like student loan and other things that are important that people take loans for, and I'm not insensitive to that. I'm just saying that when you're really going to be borrowing loan, you have to think about if it's really necessary and important. So there are many different types of loans that you can borrow. You can borrow personal loan, business loan, line of credits, even credit cards. If y'all want me to do a video on what would be the best types of loan to borrow for a startup business or just business in general, comment below so I can give y'all the plug. Alright? I have been working in corporate for a very brief time. For me personally, I am doing a 9 to 5, but I know that's not really something that I'll be continuing to do for a long time because it's not my personality. I am a structured person. Like, I would plan the day down to the T, but I'm also spontaneous. I would plan my free time, and then my free time I do whatever I want. So I cannot be a person that is contained. So if you are like that and you decide, okay, you want to start a business and you don't have the capital, then you can borrow a loan to start this business. What you're going to use this capital for now? That's the very important thing, because when you're going to borrow money, you need to have outlined the exact thing that you're going to be doing with this money, with every single penny, just like you're doing a budget. And this should be done before you get the money. I'm not talking about when you have the money in your hand. Before you even go to the bank, the moment you decide, okay, I'm going to buy this loan, you need to jot down every single thing on a spreadsheet, email it to yourself, or even write it down on a receipt. It doesn't matter where, just make sure you have that list, because the only way you're going to really see true value and return on this money, ROI, you hear me talk about that a lot, is if you use it in a way that really will bring you return. So you have to plan out every single dollar for this and make sure that you're using it with what you say you're going to be using it for. If you are going to be doing a virtual business or a service-based business like I do, probably you're going to need furniture. Even though you're not renting out a space, you're going to need a desk and a chair, laptops, and just probably something to give you a little environment boost, so that you're not sitting in your bed all day or sitting on your couch, because probably you're going to be working long hours. So you're going to be needing furniture even if you're not selling a product, or even if you're not having an actual office space outside of your house. But if you are going to be selling outside of your house, you're going to need to rent a space. So that's awesome that you can use that money for. You need it to form your business entity, because you get a lot of things free, like your EIN and stuff like that, but you have to pay to actually form the LLC with your state, as well as for inventory. So if you are going to be having a product-based business, then you're going to be needing inventory. So you're going to need that also to buy your inventory. Okay, so you borrow this money and you started your business. Congratulations on that. So now the next step is growing, because obviously you want to make money, right? I should have said this in the beginning of the video. When you're borrowing money, along with having a clear idea of where you're going to spend this money, you need to have an idea, if not the entire picture, of how you plan to repay this money. Because one, if you don't pay this money back on time, or you do not make any sale from your business to cover the expenses, that's gonna affect you.
We're sorry.
And the difference between a good credit and a bad credit score is higher interest rates. You don't want to pay those, right? So you want to make sure you have an idea or the clear picture of how you are going to pay back this debt. When you do not pay back your debt, you send a bad message to the lender. They're not going to want to lend you any more money. And so because we're talking about using debt for leverage, you want to be able to have access to money whenever you need it, right? Until you really started attracting great profits and you don't have to borrow any more money, because that's also a great option, right? But in this case, say you pay back your debt, everything is going great, and your business is off to a successful start. Now you want to grow this business so you can make even more money. Borrowing money to grow your business is going to be spent on different money from the startup cost. When you're growing, you're going to start and do different things like marketing. There are free marketing options like social media, but maybe if you are in a business that is really busy, you don't have time to manage your social media, so maybe you're going to have to pay someone to manage your social media, or even pay someone to edit your videos, or for ads, which is also a great way to promote yourself on social media other than reels and stories and all that good stuff. There are different ways that you can pay to actually put your services in front of your ideal audience or your target market. All right, the next thing is having a business bank account. So when you just start a business, you can have a personal bank account just so that you're not mixing your funds. And very important that you do not commingle your funds at all for no entire reason. Not mix your personal funds with business funds. And I can talk about this from two perspectives. I can talk about it from a business perspective, where I'm telling you that you may spend money that you should not be spending because you're mixing your funds into the same places, or the bookkeeping perspective, when I have to do a bookkeeping client and they have, say, 100,000 transactions for the month, and those are commingled between personal and business, that's a lot of work. And even though I will be fairly compensated for that, you as the business owner could have saved that money if you just had 2 separate bank accounts, so that I would not have to be charging you for this massive cleanup that you created over, accumulated months. It's way deeper than that, because it also helps you to miss deductions and all the things that you need when you're filing your taxes. So it's not just, okay, don't commingle your funds. It's a lot of deeper issues. So if you want me to also go into the theatrics of why it's important to not commingle your funds, also comment that below and I can do a video talking about that as well. But the reason why I said, you can have a personal is because a lot of business bank accounts, they have a monthly fee that you have to pay, or you have to maintain a minimum balance of probably $2,000 to $5,000. So if you haven't been making sales and you don't have that money to pay yet, it's best to start a personal account, avoid those fees, and when you have that money, you can create that business bank account, because the business bank account is still way better for your financial statements and just in accordance with your business, to get business credit and stuff like that, which you actually need to leverage your business, which is what I'm going to be talking about next. And also at this stage, you can buy new equipment to upgrade your business, the service-based business. Maybe you want to change around your environment, or maybe you actually want to get a space now if you were working from home, and this is a perfect time for you to do that, because you want to hire somebody. But I do not believe you should borrow money to hire a person, because I also think that unless you clearly see how this person is going to make you money, you have to have a clear idea of how you're going to pay them. So I do not really think you should borrow money to hire a person, but if that has worked for you in the past and you think that's a good strategy, let's talk about it below. Before I get into the next step, please subscribe if you haven't done so already, and hit the notification bell so you can be notified the next time that I post. And give this video a like so that the algorithm can push my video out to more people who really do need this information, and share with your friend. So now I'm going to be talking about business leverage, which I did say that's also one of the other reasons that I think you should borrow money. So how does borrowing money really give you leverage? Well, now you have access to a lot of opportunities, so your business is growing even at a higher scale. So I did talk about having the business bank account. Having a business bank account over time helps you to develop business credit, and there are other different ways that you can develop business credit. So if you want me to do a video talking about ways to develop your business credit, please comment below so that I can know to do a video on that. And the reason why I'm asking you guys to comment below on these topics is because I want to give you guys the information that you really want. So when you comment below and tell me this is what you want to talk about, or this sounds interesting to you, then I can know, okay, I'm giving you guys what you want, and it's a win-win for both of us. When you have business credit, you have a lot more opportunities. You have a higher credit limits, you can get more loans opportunities with lower interest rates, which is what we really want in the first place. So this helps to give you leverage when you develop your business credit. Another reason how this can give you leverage is for other investment opportunities. You can add different legs to your business. You can invest in other people's business, or you can invest into different opportunities, passive income streams. Or you start your business, I don't think the goal is to work 200 hours a week continuously. Yes, you probably have to work that in the starting phase, but over time you want to be able to step away. Or like me, if you're serial entrepreneur minded, you want to start something, develop it to an extent where it can run by itself functionally and profitable. Your team is fine, you're still being involved in the environment and leading them, but you're stepping away to start something new. You know, that could be something that you think about, as well as you can still be doing your job, you can still be doing running your company, and also be creating a lot of other passive income streams. And if you want me to do a video again talking about different passive income streams that you can use this money to invest in that are highly profitable, let me know in the comments below. So that's all for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments below which of these points stood out to you the most and which one you may be borrowing some money to operate in. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so yet. Okay, I'm gonna give you 5 seconds to do so. Okay, thank you for subscribing. Please hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I post. Give this video a thumbs up, comment below, and share this with anyone who needs to hear this. And as always, I will see you in my next video. Take care.